really, I mean, more than one chapter in online classes. This one is the last class. I hope it will be finished 45 minutes, I think. Whatever, how much it is, we don't know, but want to take the topic here. Here our chapter is metallurgy actually. So metallurgy means extraction of metals from earth crust. We know that. So for extracting three categories are there. First category is extraction after. Generally metals obtained in the form of minerals. Okay, minerals already we discussed certain minerals: bauxite, hematite, magnesite, carnallite, limestone, gypsum, cinnabar, galena, then cassiterite, tinstone. Like that, we discuss number of minerals. So particularly mineral is obtained from earth crust. The mineral which is used for extraction of metal, that one is considered as ore. So it is economically friendly. One who economically friendly, that one is called ore. Actually, we discuss. From the ore, we can extract metal by using by taking three methods. One is first step. What we can do? Concentration of ore or dressing we discussed. Concentration of ore means. So there again four techniques are there. Okay, whatever it is, I want to complete aspect first. Then I will revise total chapter within 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, guys. So look here. Some important metallurgical process. Some important metallurgical process. So already one or two we discussed in the center of the chapter. So but remaining all are concentrate. We have to concentrate on remaining all. So some important metallurgical process. The first process is one to take. That one is it is not present in your textbook, but it is important process. They mention just in one sentence or one. They just mention one sentence about leaching, but there is no extra phenomena of leaching is there. Leaching. General leaching is a phenomena, particularly it is present on concentration of ore topic. Concentration of ore topic. So what's happened after getting mineral from the earth crust? We just concentrate that ore. Means we just remove gangue particles from that ore. Gangue is what? Gangue is what? The impurity present in the ore is called gangue. The impurity present in the ore is called gangue. So we have to remove the gangue by using different techniques like hand picking, washing, magnetic separation, fourth flotation techniques are there. So like that, leaching is also one of the important process. It is depend on solubility. It is depend on solubility. What is mean by solution? What is mean by solution? If a compound soluble in water or any solvent, if a solute soluble in suitable solvent to form homogeneous mixture is called solution. A solute is soluble in suitable solvent to form homogeneous compound. That one is nothing but solution. For example, if you add sugar into water, that sugar completely dissolve in water, it gives single layer, single homogeneous mixture it gives. That mixture is called solution actually. So why that point I want to take? Here solubility is there now. Certain compounds are soluble only in certain solvents. Certain compounds are soluble in only certain solvents. For example, if you take a kerosene or petrol, how to add that one petrol into water? What's happened? Petrol cannot completely, petrol cannot soluble in that water it can easily visualize two layers. So if you add petrol to water, what's happened? You can see two layers. It is heterogeneous mixture, not homogeneous. So for example, alcohol plus water. So generally drinkers, you can see drinkers can add water to alcohol. What's happened? That alcohol completely soluble in water and gives a homogeneous mixture, single layer mixture. That one is solution. Means alcohol can soluble in water, petrol cannot soluble in water. Alcohol cannot soluble in petrol. Like that, certain compounds are soluble only in certain solvents. Depend on that solubility, leaching takes place. It is depend on a solubility. For example, if a ore bear with certain gangue, gangue, I mean, definitely a mineral that definitely possesses. Okay, if you ore bear with mineral bear with gangue, for example, how to take on suitable solvent? In that solvent, ore can dissolve, but impurity cannot dissolve. If ore can dissolve, impurity cannot dissolve in a suitable solvent. These processes are very, in that case, this process are very important. So, for example, ఇప్పుడు ఓరు ఇంప్యూరిటీ రెండు ఉన్నాయి. మనం ఆ రెండింటిని ఒక సాల్వెంట్ వేసినప్పుడు ఇంప్యూరిటీ సాల్వెంట్ కరిగిపోయినా మనం ఓర్ని సపరేట్ చేయొచ్చు. If ore is soluble in the suitable solvent, we can separate impurity from the ore. You can separate impurity from the ore. Okay, for example, here I want to take aluminium mineral, aluminium ore. I want to take bauxite. Bauxite I want to take. Bauxite is a ore of aluminium, particularly the formula of bauxite is Al2O3 2H2O. Al2O3 2H2O. It having certain amount of plus gangue. It having certain amount of gangue. So this mineral is obtained from the earth crust. So bauxite is general formula Al2O3 2H2O, but it having certain amount of gangue. So just heat that one. First it loses water molecule and it will give Al2O3 plus gangue. Al2O3 plus gangue. Now how to add certain amount of NaOH to this? Already it having a gangue plus Al2O3. Now it dissolve. I mean, after adding NaOH to this mineral, this Al2O3 ore readily soluble in NaOH, but gangue is not soluble in that NaOH. That means we can separate this Al2O3 bauxite from gangue. So why we call this one is concentration of ore addressing. One of the technique. It is what? Leaching. What's happened here? When it dissolves in NaOH, we get a different compound like this. NaAlOH taken 4. Sodium tetrahydroxoaluminate. We get a complex. That one is what? Sodium tetrahydroxoaluminate we get. But Al2O3 is a ore. Our aim is what? To extract metal. Here our aim is what? To separate gangue from Al2O3. Then you have to add NaOH to that mineral of aluminium. Then what's happened? Gangue cannot soluble in NaOH, but Al2O3 is soluble in NaOH. Okay, it gives NaAlOH taken thrice. It is nothing, guys. It is nothing. So it is simply NaOH plus AlOH thrice. We can write like that. It is nothing, NaOH plus AlOH thrice. So on heating, On heating this, sorry, how to take NaAlOH taken 4. On heating, the sodium hydroxide is eliminated plus aluminum losses water molecules and converted into Al2O3. Now these Al2O3 have no Gangu particles. Now it is used for obtaining aluminum. Aluminum is a highly reactive metal or moderate reactive metal or less reactive metal in the classification. What it is? Aluminum is high reactive metal. That's why it is obtained by electrolytic refining. Aluminum obtained by electrolytic refining. So here the topic is what? Some important metallurgical process. That what it is? Leaching. Leaching is a phenomena. It is depend on solubility. Solubility of ore or solubility of gangue. If gangue soluble in solvent or ore is soluble in solvent, any one, not two, any one is ready to soluble in suitable solvent. This technique is used for concentration of ore or pressing of ore. Particularly here, what we do, bauxite is purified by using a leaching process. The formula of bauxite is Al2O3 2H2O. It is obtained along with gangue. When NaOH is added to that bauxite, this bauxite is, Al2O3 is readily soluble in NaOH and generate sodium tetrahydroxaluminate. Sodium tetrahydroxaluminate. On heating, it is nothing but NaOH plus AlOH thrice. On heating, this AlOH thrice can easily loses water molecule by taking 2 moles. Then it leaves Al2O3 ore. Al2O3 ore. Now this ore is purified. These ore have no any gangue particles. So why this Al2O3 is used for obtaining aluminum by electrolytic refining. Why electrolytic refining? Because aluminum is more reactive metal in the series. That one is the first metallurgical process, which is not discussed up to yet. Okay, so take a look on that. Want to rough that one within 1 minute? One second, guys. Want to rough this one? So leaching is depend on only solubility. Solubility బట్టి సపరేట్. రెండు ఉన్నాయి, ఒకటి ఒక దాంట్లో కరుగుతుంది, ఇంకొకటి కరగదు అనుకోండి. అప్పుడు మనం ఈజీగా ఇప్పుడు బియ్యంలో చక్కెర ఉంది అనుకుంటారా, వాటర్ వేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది, చక్కెర అంతా కరిగిపోతుంది, బియ్యం ఏమి కరగదు కదా, అలానే ఉంటాయి. యూ కెన్ సపరేట్ like that. Ore gangue, if one is readily soluble in suitable solvent, other is not soluble in suitable solvent. So like that, in that type of ores, leaching is the best process to extract exact ore without gangue. Okay, now want to move to next topic. Spell it, pronounce it, your mind pronounce it. What it is? Smelting. What it is, guys? Smelting. Leaching is a process which is depend on solubility, but smelting is a process. What process it is? Pyrochemical process. Smelting is what? Pyrochemical process. Remember this. Smelting is what? Pyrochemical process. Actually, pyrochemical process. What is mean by pyro? Pyro is nothing but heat. Pyro is nothing but heat. Pyro means what it is. Pyro means what? Heat. So it is a heat chemical process because it is depend on, I mean, it is carried at a high temperature. That's why it is called a pyrochemical process. Smelting is nothing but it is a reduction process. Smelting is nothing, it is a reduction process. So what's happened, look here. In smelting, what we can do? Ore is mixed with flux plus fuel. In this process, what we took? Ore plus flux. I will explain. Don't worry about that. I will explain. Ore plus flux plus fuel. This mixture we can take for smelting. At high temperature, these all are mixed together. Means fuel not mixed together. Fuel is used for generating high temperature. Fuel is used for generating high temperature. Flux and ore both can mix together. And gangue particles which are present in the flux can mix with that flux and they will convert it into a other component. That one is called slag. How to remember, guys? Ore having certain amount of gangue, definitely. So in smelting, what we can do? Ore is mixed with certain amount of flux and fuel, and these all are ready to. I mean, these all are allowed for. Pyrochemical process. Allow for pyrochemical process means on heating. What's happened? These flux is interact with the gangue particles present in the ore and to form a third component. That one is called slag. So look here, gangue plus flux can generate a third component. That one is called slag. The gangue plus flux can generate what? Slag. Particularly in this process, we can get molten metal. In smelting, we will get molten metal. Molten metal means, what is molten metal? Molten metal means in this process we will get liquid metal. In this process we will get a liquid metal because this melting process carried in presence of high temperature. That's why we will get a molten metal. Then it is a generally, it is reduction process. It is a reduction process actually. It is a reduction process actually. So one by one I will explain. So flux I want to explain here. Flux, what is flux? How flux play very important role in metallurgy. I will explain here. So smelting is what? It is a pyrochemical process. So smelting happen in presence of high temperature actually. So in this process, what we can do? Ore is mixed with a certain amount of flux and fuel, and they are allowed to combustion. Combustion means heating. So there, the gangue particles present in the ore mixed with flux and produce a slag. Slag is a material, external material. It can form as a slurry over the ore. I mean, it can form like a slurry by the separation of ore. Just like petrol, how separated water, like that after formation of slag, it can separate it from the ore. We can remove that slag. Okay, so then smelting is in the smelting process we will get a liquid metal or molten metal. It is a reduction process actually. So what it is a reduction process actually. Okay, so where we can carry heat, what is flux? I want to explain. Okay, so look here next. It is a smelting. First one is what? Leaching. Leaching is dependent on solubility. Okay, but smelting is what? It is a pyrochemical process. Here, a new word is coming. That one is flux. Another one underneath word is slag. Slag is a mixture of on reaction of flux with gangue to produce slag. What is slag? Slag is produced by reaction of flux with gangue. So what is flux? Flux is that is the definition of flux. So flux, categories of flux are there. I want to explain those also here. So it is a flux. Flux is a third substance who reacts with the gangue of ore to produce a slag. That one is nothing but a flux. It is a simple one. Flux is a third substance which is added to ore and which is reacts with the gangue and produce a slag. And produce slag. That one is called a flux. Very important point. Here, flux is a third substance which is added to ore that can react with gangue to produce a slag. That one is nothing but a flux. Here, two types of fluxes are there actually. One is acidic flux. Another one is basic flux. Two types of fluxes are there actually. One is what? Acidic flux. Another one is what? Basic flux. For example, if ore is bare with acidic impurities, if ore bare with acidic impurities, now you have to add a flux having a basic nature. So, are you understand, guys? If your ore bare with acidic impurities, you have to add a flux having a basic nature. That one is called a basic flux. If ore having a basic impurities, to that we have to add acidic nature flux. Acidic nature containing third substance. That one is nothing but acidic flux. Flux is nothing. ఫ్లక్స్ అనేది ఏం లేదు, ఓర్లో ఉన్నటువంటి గ్యాంగ్తో రియాక్ట్ అయ్యి స్లాగ్ ని కనుక ఫామ్ చేస్తే దాన్ని ఏమంటామంటే ఫ్లక్స్ అంటాం. అందులో రెండు రకాలు ఉంటాయి. ఒకటేంటి అసిడిక్ ఫ్లక్స్, మరొకటి ఏంటి బేసిక్ ఫ్లక్స్. అసిడిక్ ఫ్లక్స్ ఎప్పుడు యూజ్ చేస్తామంటే ఓర్లో బేసిక్ నేచర్ ఉన్నటువంటి గ్యాంగ్స్ ఉంటే అసిడిక్ ఫ్లక్స్ యూజ్ చేస్తాం. బేసిక్ ఫ్లక్స్ ఎప్పుడు యూజ్ చేస్తామంటే ఓర్లో అసిడిక్ నేచర్ ఉన్నటువంటి గ్యాంగ్ ఉంటే కనుక బేసిక్ ఫ్లక్స్ ని మనం యూజ్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. సరే, ముందు acidic flux को example तो basic flux को example during the basic flux उदामा ये ना पढ़ लेने देते basic flux during the extraction of iron from hematite, Fe2O3, certain amount of water is there. Fe2O3 during the extraction of iron from the hematite. So look here, what's happened. Generally, whatever the ore which is obtained from the earth crust, particularly these iron ore having excess amount of sand as a gang, excess amount of stones as a gang. Understand, guys? భూమి నుంచి ఐరన్ ఓర్ ని తవ్వి తీసినప్పుడు దాంతో పాటు ఐరన్ తో పాటు శాండ్, స్టోన్స్ అనేటువంటివి కూడా గ్యాంగ్ రూపంలో వచ్చేస్తాయి మనకి. ఓకే, సో నౌ hematite, if you take hematite means SiO2 also it having SiO2 as a gang. SiO2 is a gang. In case of iron ore, hematite, SiO2 is a gang. Okay, now SiO2, silicon is what? Silicon having what nature? SiO2 having what nature? Silicon is a non-metal. that silicon dioxide or silicon dioxide is sand formula. Silicon dioxide having acidic nature. This silicon dioxide having what nature, guys? Acidic nature. Now it having acidic nature, what it is? If gangue having acidic nature, the third substance flux, what we want to add? What we want to add? What nature that contains? Basic nature containing third substance will be added to that hematite because it having acidic nature gangue. So now the flux which is used here is CaCO3. What it is? Limestone. It is a flux in case of iron extraction from hematite. CaCO3 is a flux in case of iron extraction from hematite. Okay. Now CaCO3 on heating during the smelting heat is generated. CaCO3 on heating, what's happened? It can divide into CaO plus CO2. Means water. Means water. So it is a gas, it can easily escape through the extraction phenomenon. Okay, now CaO having basic nature. CaO having a basic nature. That's why it can interact with the SiO2, acidic nature SiO2, gangue. Now, this CaO directly combined with that SiO2. CaO directly combined with SiO2. How look here? This O is combined with O and converted into O3. Totally how to combine that? CaSiO3. CaSiO3. What it is? Calcium silicate. What it is? Calcium silicate. CaSiO3. Nothing but what? In this process, what it is? Slag. So during the iron extraction from hematite, the slag is calcium silicate. The formula of this slag is CaSiO3. Understand, guys? Flux means what? The third substance which is added to ore to remove gangue by reacting with it. Gangue to react ayi gangue ni remove chese danni emantamante flux antam. It is two types, acidic flux and basic flux. So if we are having basic properties gangue, we have to add acidic flux. If we are having acidic property gangue, we have to add basic flux. Like here, from the iron extraction from hematite, there is a SiO2 as a gangue. Sand is a gangue. So, but the sand having acidic nature, that's why we add a basic flux. That one is CaCO3. And heating, it will divide into CaO. This CaO can combine with SiO2 and gives calcium silicate. CaSiO3 is nothing but slag. Slag and alkyl slag is a when flux is mixed with flux is reacts with gangue to produce slag. Okay. Next one is acidic flux. Now how to take FeCUS2. CuFeS2, whatever it is. CuFeS2 or FeCUS2, whatever you can take, because of it is one single atom, it is also single atom. Fe is a single atom, Cu also single atom. CuFeS2 or FeCUS2, whatever you can take. So now it is iron pyrites. So from this, what we extract? We can extract copper by using a different metallurgical process. We want to extract copper. During this extraction, these all elements converted into their oxides. For example, here on heating with oxygen, sulfur converted into sulfur dioxide. Understand, guys? Sulfur converted into sulfur dioxide. Iron converted into iron oxide. Copper into copper oxide. But sulfur dioxide is a gas. It can easily escape from the metallurgical process. But iron oxide is not a gas. It is a solid. So I mean, solid is not in pyrochemical process. It is a liquid. Okay. I mean, it is a solid, but on heating it converted liquid. So FeO here we get Gangue. FeO is what? Gangue. It having what nature? Basic nature. It having what nature? Basic nature. So now the gangue having basic nature. Now now what we have to add? The third compound, which one having a acidic nature, we want to add it. We want to add to that FeO. There, the acidic nature flux is SiO2. SiO2. Then these two are combined together. Then it will give FeSiO3. It is what? Slag. It is what? Slag. FeSiO3. It is a slag. Now, what's the name it is? It is what? Calcium silicate. What it is? Iron silicate. Iron silicate. Okay. FeO is a impurity during the extraction of copper from iron pyrites. Their FeO having basic nature. That's why we add acidic nature containing a third substance. That one is nothing but acidic flux here. Acidic flux. From this concept, you can generate number of questions. So, in extraction of iron from hematite, what is the flux? CaCO3 is the flux. Because is it a basic flux or acidic flux? It is a basic flux. Why? Because the gangue particle SiO2 having acidic nature. So next year. So extraction of copper from iron pyrites. So what is the flux? SiO2 is a flux, it having acidic nature. Because of their gangue is iron oxide, that one having a basic nature. What is the slag in the extraction of copper from iron pyrites? That one is nothing but FeSiO3. So what is the slag in case of extraction of iron from hematite? That one is CaSiO3. So that is the information about the flux. Now three processes are complete: leaching, smelting. Next one is what? Flux. Important bits ki chala important. So next one is flux. Okay. Take a look on 2 minutes. 2 నిమిషాలు అనుభవించండి. కొద్దిగా ఉంది. 15 or 20 minutes టాపిక్ ఉంటుంది. Okay, guys. Next, already we discussed, but again I want to read that. Roasting. Another one is calcination. These two are completed in middle of the chapter. They are present in extraction of crude metal. In that one 3 categories now, particularly high reactive, moderate reactive, less reactive. In that moderate reactive, extraction of metal oxides, in that it was completed. So look here, what is simply I discussed just a few minutes. Roasting, heating of ore in presence of air. Heating of ore, strong heating of ore in presence of air is nothing but roasting. Heating of ore in presence of air is nothing but roasting. But here confused. So now here, look here, heating of heating of ore in absence of air. That one is what calcination. So little bit of you may get a little bit of confusion in the examination. So if they ask only calcination, or I see number of people in intermediate also, it is a 4 marks very important question actually. So I see number of people in examination, if they ask calcination, they wrote roasting. If they ask roasting, they wrote calcination. Even though if they ask both roasting and calcination, they write definition of this one to that one to this. Why that little bit of confusion? You have to keep one point in mind. Roasting, how మన ఇంట్లో రోస్ట్ చేస్తారు, అదే కదా రోస్టింగ్ అంటే. ఏముందట రోస్ట్ చేస్తాం కదా, రోస్ట్ ఎక్కడ? ఇన్ ప్రెజెన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎయిర్, ఆబ్సెన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎయిర్ జరిగింది. ఎక్కడ జరుగుతుందండి? ఎక్కడ మీ ఇంట్లో ఏమన్నా పెద్ద డబ్బా తీసుకొని పోయి లోపల కూర్చొని మూత పెట్టుకొని అక్కడ వేయిస్తారు, అక్కడ లోపల కూడా అక్కడ కూడా ఎయిర్ ఉంటుంది. లేదా ఒక వ్యాక్యూమ్ కంటైనర్ లేకపోయి ఎక్కడ ఏమన్నా రోస్టింగ్ చేస్తారా? లేదు కదా. సో రోస్ట్ టేక్స్ ఇన్ ప్రెజెన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎయిర్ యాక్చువల్. In presence of air it takes. Okay, so based on that key point I have to remember. If it takes in presence of air, it definitely it takes absence of air. Roasting is heating of ore in presence of air. Now it is for sulfide ore. It is for sulfide ores. Now here it is for carbonate ores. I mean, different ores are involved, but it is specially for designed what? Roasting is for what? Sulfide ore. But calcination is specially designed for what? Carbonate ores. It is for carbonate ores. On heating, what's happening here? How to take any sulfide ore? Lead sulfide on heating, the presence of air. Air means it having certain amount of oxygen. This oxygen will get attached to that sulfur. I have to take attached to that sulfur dioxide. Lead also reacts with oxygen and converted into PbO. Simply means here what's happened? That sulfide ore converted into its metal oxide. Sulfide ore converted into its corresponding metal oxide. Here we took lead sulfide, that's why we get lead oxide. If you take copper sulfide, copper oxide you will get. Mercury sulfide, cinnabar. Mercury sulfide is a cinnabar. You will get mercuric oxide. Like that, it is only for sulfide ore. In this process, that sulfide ore converted into corresponding its oxide. Here also, carbonate ore converted into its corresponding oxide. For example, how to take magnesium carbonate formula MgCO3 plus O2. I don't want to take plus O2. Why? Because why we don't want to take O2? What it is? Calcination. What's happened? It is absence of air. Air లేకుండా చేసి vacuum లో కానీ ఎక్కడైనా ఒక స్పెషల్ కంటైనర్ లో కానీ హీట్ చేస్తారు దాన్ని without air అన్నమాట. So there is no oxygen. That's why this one involved in decomposition. Okay, so just look here. This CO3 eliminated as CO2 by loss one oxygen. That oxygen gets attached to magnesium. We will get Mg. For example, if you take CaCO3, what's happened? You will convert into CaO plus CO. Here also what we get? Metal oxides. These carbonate ore also converted into metal oxide. Sulfide ore also converted into corresponding metal oxide. But roasting is a phenomena, heating of sulfide ore, particularly strongly heating of sulfide ore in the presence of air and converted into corresponding its oxide is called roasting. Strong heating of ore, carbonate ore in absence of air and converted into corresponding its oxide is called calcination. This is the phenomena. Both are, this is the roasting and calcination. Okay, guys. So see on the board 2 minutes. చెప్పినటువంటి వాటిలో మెటలర్జికల్ ప్రాసెస్ లో ఫస్ట్ వన్ లీచింగ్ డిపెండ్ ఆన్ సాల్యుబిలిటీ. మనకు బాక్సైట్ ని NaOH తో ఎలా ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తాము, NaOH ద్వారా బాక్సైట్ ని ఎలా ప్యూరిఫై చేస్తామని చూసాము. ఆ తర్వాత స్మెల్టింగ్ అనేది పైరోకెమికల్ ప్రాసెస్. ఇక్కడ ఫ్యూయల్ ని, ఓర్ ని, ఫ్లక్స్ ని మిక్స్ చేస్తారు. ఆ ఫ్లక్స్ అనేటువంటి గ్యాంగితో రియాక్ట్ అయ్యి స్లాగ్ ని ఇస్తుందని చెప్పుకున్నాము. పైరోకెమికల్ అంటే ఎక్కువ హీట్ ఉండడం వల్ల ఇక్కడ మోల్డెన్ మెటల్ అనేది రావడం జరుగుతుందని చెప్పుకున్నాము. ఆ తర్వాత ఫ్లక్స్ చూసాము. ఫ్లక్స్ లో అవే వర్డ్స్ అసిడిక్ ఫ్లక్స్, బేసిక్ ఫ్లక్స్. అసిడిక్ ఫ్లక్స్ ఎప్పుడు యూజ్ చేస్తామంటే ఓర్ కి గ్యాంగ్ బేసిక్ నేచర్ ఉంటే అసిడిక్ ఫ్లక్స్ యూజ్ చేస్తాము. గ్యాంగ్ అసిడిక్ నేచర్ ఉంటే బేసిక్ ఫ్లక్స్ యూజ్ చేస్తాము. బేసిక్ ఫ్లక్స్ ఎక్కడ యూజ్ చేస్తాము? ఐరన్ ఎక్స్ట్రాక్షన్, iron extraction from hematite. In that process we just use basic flux, that one is CaSiO3. Their slag is CaSiO3, calcium silicate. Okay, in that copper extraction from iron pyrites, their FeO is a gangue, particularly having basic nature. That's why we add acidic flux SiO2. They're both combined, then gives FeSiO3. So there, those are we discussed. Then that one is roasting and calcium. Next about last topic in the syllabus. Last topic in the syllabus actually. Furnace. Generally, I told you that one thing in metallurgy. Always I'm discussing heating, pyrochemical process, pyrochemical on heating. Where heating is taken, where heating takes place. Heating takes place in a furnace actually. There are different types of furnaces. Every furnace, particularly these furnaces having 3 parts. Here, one is the very important one. But it is a head. Another one is a chimney. Another one is a firebox. So furnace is used for heating of ore in metallurgical process. The last topic in 10th class chemistry syllabus. Furnace, and also last topic in metallurgy chapter. Furnace, which is used for heating of ore. Okay, so that possesses 3 parts actually: head, chimney, firebox. Head, chimney, firebox. Okay, just I want to take one small diagram. So different types of furnace are there. In our textbook, they mention blast furnace. How to learn a diagram of blast furnace. This board is not sufficient to draw the blast furnace. Board సరిపోదండి, చాలా పెద్దగా ఉండాలి. అంది పేపర్ అయితే మనం చిన్న వేయచ్చు. సో బ్లాస్ట్ ఫర్నేస్ బాగా జాగ్రత్తగా నేర్చుకోండి. సో ఒక రివర్బరేటరీ ఫర్నేస్ వేస్తాను. ఇది స్మాలర్. సో జస్ట్ రఫ్ డయాగ్రామ్ అన్నమాట. Just rough diagram. It is special. It is a reverberatory furnace. reverberatory furnace. So in your book they mention 3 types of furnaces. Number of are there in your book they mention 3. Blast furnace, reverberatory furnace, retard furnace. So they mention 3. One is a blast furnace, reverberatory furnace, and retard furnace they mention in your book. So whatever. So furnace having 3 parts: hearth, chimney, firebox. It is a very easy one, guys. Firebox, it is a separate one. There where we kept fuel and allow for combustion. Firebox is a separate one where we kept fuel and allow for combustion. That one is nothing but a firebox. Firebox ante fuel ni akkada pettesi danni mandinchadani use chestam. Danni emantamante firebox anadi. So head is a one of the part in the furnace where ore is allowed for heating. Where ore is allowed for heating means ore is kept on head for heating. Ore is kept on head for heating. So firebox, which one is allowed for combustion? Their fuel is kept. Okay, head is a one of the parts. There ore is kept on head for heating purpose. After heating, what's happened? It involving, I mean, flux, different, all are involved in the reaction. Here to generate that like that. Okay. So after reaction, what's happened? Certain gases are evolved. Certain different types of gases are evolved. In roasting and calcination, roasting sulfur dioxide is evolved. In calcination, carbon dioxide is evolved particularly. So certain gases are evolved. In certain cases, chlorine, I mean, oxygen, different gases are evolved. Carbon monoxide, like that. So this chimney is an outlet for that wastage gases. Okay, chimney is what? It is an outlet for wastage gases. That is nothing but furnace. Furnace ante heating chestani, heat chestani furnace antam. Andulo 3 parts untayi actual ga. So avi em untayinna head okati, chimney okati, firebox okati untundi. Head ane dani paina ore ni petti manam heat chestani use avutundi. Chimney enduku use avutundante waste gases anni bayatiki poyedaniki chimney అనేటువంటిది యూజ్ అవుతుంది. Firebox ఎందుకు యూజ్ అవుతుందంటే మనం ఇక్కడే ఫ్యూయల్ పెట్టేసి మనం కంబషన్ చేసేదానికి firebox యూజ్. So I told you about the 3 furnaces, but 3 having different natures. For example, blast furnace. If you take blast furnace, it having like this. It is a larger diagram, a cylindrical diagram. It having a cylindrical larger diagram. I want to take roughly like this. Look like a cell phone tower. Okay, so blast furnace. So in this blast furnace, it is look like a cylindrical equipment. It is a cylindrical parameter it having. So their blast furnace have no separate compartments for head and firebox. So the middle chamber, entire middle chamber is responsible head and firebox. Okay, both are mixed together in case of what? Blast furnace. Their fuel combustion there, their ore is there. There, I mean, the burning is directly happen in case of blast furnace. So from their ore is entered like here, from upward ore is entered here. Then when it is entered into that head is a middle chamber and firebox is a middle chamber. Then when we move to the down, temperature increases. Temperature increases, will move to down. Okay, due to the high temperature, these ore involve in different reaction and generate different gases. There are outlets. Those are what? Outlets. What are those? Chimneys are there. These external gases can escape from there, and liquid metal is obtained. Why liquid metal? Liquid metal slurry and mixed with slag is obtained. So why liquid metal? It carries in presence of high temperature. Carries in presence of high temperature. That's why here what we get? Liquid metal in this process we get. Liquid metal we get actually. So but here what is the major important point in case of blast furnace? Firebox and head both are mixed together in case of blast furnace. But in case of reverberatory furnace, what's happened? So they are separate with a distinct distance. Okay, separately they mentioned. Just here, vapors of the flame will touches the head and causes heating of the causes heating of the earth in case of what reverberate. Okay, so next retard furnace is there. Retard furnace. In this retard furnace, there is no direct contact in between flame and wood. They are having certain separation. So there is no direct contact in between flame and wood. So here there is a chance to direct contact. Here it is already mixed, but here there is no chance of direct contact with ore in case of what retard furnace. But whatever the furnace, how many types of furnace are there? They are considered as three parts: air, chimney, firebox. Particularly, they mix it together. They are separated. Whatever it happens, that one is about furnace. So to that point, this chapter was completed and your syllabus was completed actually. So now I want to recap something within 5 minutes total this chapter. So metallurgy. So there extraction of metal, three processes are there. I mean 3 steps are there: concentration of ore, next extraction of crude metal, purification of metal. Concentration of ore, hand picking, washing, fourth flotation, magnetic separation. Fourth flotation is important process, have to learn carefully. So in that fourth flotation, it is specially for sulfide ore. We are mixed fine oil for getting foam. Okay, like that phenomena is there. Okay. Then in second case, extraction of crude metal, it is again 3 categories: extraction of high reactive metals, moderate reactive metal, low reactive metal. For high reactive metal, there is no chance to extract